NFL Draft is officially open.
How about them Cowboys? Woo!
Our Dallas Cowboys select Dak Prescott, quarterback, Mississippi State.
On behalf of the five-time world champion Dallas Cowboys!
The Dallas Cowboys select Michael Parsons, linebacker, Penn State.
He is a heck of a player coming to Dallas.
Dropped! Parsons came flying through.
Well, Dak Prescott just got another weapon to throw to.
Lamb with a catch. What a catch! C.D. Lamb.
The Dallas Cowboys select Treylon Burks.
Picked off. It's Treylon Burks. Intercepted. Diggs has another one.
The Dallas Cowboys select.
The Dallas Cowboys select. The Dallas Cowboys select.
Welcome to the 2022 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford. I'm Bill Jones here inside the Globe Life studio at the Star in Frisco, and what a draft weekend this has been for the Dallas Cowboys. Starting back on Thursday night when trades were being made all across the National Football League and that phone started ringing inside the Cowboys war room here at the Star.
What you want, Cowboys? We're not sure yet. Cowboys. Which pick? Okay, let us take a look. We're gonna see if our guys here we're probably gonna pick. So
Buffalo has submitted its text. Dallas is now on the clock.
I think just be calm. We don't want to move back that far, but I appreciate you calling. Good luck to you guys. Second round. Question. Say absolutely not. Will you tell us who your player is if we say yes? I got you. Fair enough. Understand.
Well, I think we should stick to our board and take the time.
I'm gonna call him back. Tell him we're going. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and pick. We appreciate you being interested. They said Jerry's never picking off.
Ready for me to call?
Again, with the first pick.
You ready for me to call?
Exactly.
That's right. 3 minutes.
We'll turn it in. You ready to go?
Want to call McCarthy?
Get on the phone.
Get him on the guard or taxi in the pot.
You want him turned in as a guard or tackle?
Hello? Tyler? Yes, sir.
I will play with the Dallas Cowboys. Got somebody who wants to talk to you. Hold on.
The Cowboys had trade offers in that first round, but in the end, they stay at number 24 and they select offensive lineman Tyler Smith out of Tulsa University. 6'5", 324 pounds, Tyler Smith went to North Crowley High School. Just turned 21 years old earlier this month, started 23 games in 3 years at Tulsa. Most likely will be a prime candidate to move inside and start at left guard his rookie season. He's already saying all the right things in a conference call with local reporters. He referenced Jerry Jones's Coach Jerry when he received the phone call from his hometown team. Lightly recruited out of North Crowley, he had no offers from Texas big schools or Big 12 schools. Went to Tulsa, and 3 years later, drafted by the Cowboys. And we will hear from Tyler Smith himself later here on the Draft Special. But up next, we begin our journey to draft weekend and give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the Cowboys prepared for the 2022 draft, starting with the Combine in Indianapolis in just a moment.
The 2022 Dallas Cowboys Miller Lite Draft Special, presented by Ford, is brought to you by AT&T. AT&T is the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Ford, built for Texas, built for you. And by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome back to the 2022 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford. I'm Bill Jones here inside the Globe Life studio at the Star in Frisco. We are on the road to draft weekend, and our journey starts in Indianapolis at the Scouting Combine. A behind-the-scenes look as the Cowboys coaches and scouts check out all these draft prospects for the first time.
Hi, guys.
when they get here, they're kind of starstruck, kind of eyes wide open. So it's kind of a chance to get to know the kid a little bit. We don't talk as much football when we first get to know them, but it's a good chance to welcome them to the combine, give them some information on where they're going, and then also kind of chat to just get a feel for where they're at, where their head's at, and what type of kid they are.
Welcome, man. Was that deal Georgia?
Yeah.
Well, I was okay with my role, but I felt like I could do more, and I was just young at the time.
This is the first time our coaching staff gets a chance to really meet these guys, so we can kind of identify the guys that we want to target for our draft board. We can get a chance, our coaches get to meet them and start getting to know their football knowledge and get to know the kids.
It was my job to get my hands on and allow them to go over the top so safety and bound.
6 yards, or they say, hey, this is the footwork, or how they coach it?
They used to just say just 6 yards. 6 yards is enough for a hit.
Our coaches get a chance to get exposed to them, ask them football questions where, we want to find the background information, but the coaches get a chance to talk football with these guys. If we decide that this is a young man we want to bring into the organization, is he a fit for our program?
What's your motivation with your wife for playing football?
My family. They did a lot for me, sacrificed a lot.
This reaffirms or makes you question what you saw earlier, because it may say, this guy is exactly what I thought he was, and I know what he is, or all of a sudden he looks a little bit more athletic here, and you go, I might have to go back and study this guy just a little bit more to make sure that I'm right.
But did anyone run faster?
Oh yeah, there's a couple kids that ran faster.
Helped themselves?
Yeah. Ooh, he got out a little bit. You can tell he thinks he ran fast. That run through.
What did you get?
What did we get? Do what? 4.33. When he holds the ball, it's like when he supposedly, hey, Nuss, what'd you say? Like when he has to force his hand under there to open up the.
He holds his hand out like this, right? He's got a big bump there, and he holds his hand up. It's like that. I guess when he gets the snap, he like pushes the ball in that it like almost opens it like a lever. Like, yeah, to pop it in there.
Really? All right, here we go. Not bad. Your guy, you're too quick on your guy. Look.
Look at the Bronco. Here comes the Bronco.
It's very, very important that when we get to this point, we've done our due diligence on the front end, so that we can present these young men in the best light, kind of for the upper management, so they get a chance to see who these guys are, and kind of give them the information that we've dug on, so that they can take it in and they can make the big decisions at the end of the day.
This guy's a tireless worker.
Following the combine, there were pro days all across the country. Cowboys coaches and scouts made their way to check out all the prospects. And when we come back here on the Draft Special, we go to Stillwater and Waco with a couple of Cowboys scouts.
This segment was brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by AT&T, official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
The 2022 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford continues now. I'm Bill Jones here inside the Globe Life studio at the Star in Frisco, and we are on the road with a couple of Cowboys scouts in the month of March. We head to Stillwater and Waco with Klein Kubiak and Chris Hall.
Yeah, so when we go to a pro day, like we're trying to figure out who the athletes are from a testing standpoint. You're really just either confirming what you saw on tape, or you're creating more questions, and that's something you got to go back and weigh against the tape. But it's a good day to kind of get to know the kids too, get to meet them, see how they are with instruction, get some firsthand interaction with those guys.
We're here at Oklahoma State. It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. Boone Pickens Stadium. We're here for pro day. get a good look at some of their prospects. They've got a good handful of them. Should be a good day. Excited about it. Hey guys, Klein Kubiak. Nice to meet you.
It's good. I mean, it's really intuitive for us. It helps us learn more about those players and kind of figure out who they are and what makes them tick.
The scouts' role is to go down there and kind of help work with the staff.
Everybody up! All right, start us off.
I was going to do it unless you want to do it. It don't matter.
Yeah, we're good whenever you are. Okay, so if you're right-handed, we want you to take the bone of your ankle, put it up snug against this.
Ball of your ankle, right here. Reach back to the back of your...
And then we're gonna guide your hand to the top, on the top of your finger. That's how we're gonna get the reach. But just make sure when you guys jump, straight from your toes, right? Don't shuffle the feet. Don't give me this and then go. Don't give me a hop step, nothing. It's just gotta be a 2-foot jump, right?
Yeah, so with the vertical jump, I mean, we measure those guys for their reach.
Try not to press on it too much. There you go. Keep coming, keep coming.
We know what the bottom of the vertical, the sticks are. You know, typically it's 18 inches or maybe it's 24.
Just a little bit more. Bingo. There you go, step out.
Then we step them away and
Get up, Luke.
There you go. Good job.
31 and a half. 31 and a half. Harder.
He had the blue. Rob, give him the blue. Yeah. Don't
every once in a while you have a player that'll step up and out jump the sticks, and
I knew it was gonna happen. All right, so actually here's what we're gonna do, Coach.
It's usually pretty jarring to see in person, and that particular one, you know, he out jumped him, which was 39. And
You're good. Bring it on this side, because this is what matters, is we're measuring his finger. Hey, this is a good problem.
So we remeasured him, made him jump again, and he ended up, I think, somewhere in the 40s.
So you jumped out the gym, literally.
Get up.
You transition through going to the weight room where they do the bench press and the vertical jump, and working yourself outside or to their indoor to where they do the broad jump and the shuttle drills and run the 40-yard dash, and ultimately have the actual position drills where they work out.
Right, there you go. Get it. Oh. Drive your arm.
There you go.
Guys, if you're doing the broad jump, get loosened up over here. We'll get that knocked out, and then we'll go right into the 40s, okay? Okay.
Golly, so he's gonna fall over.
You'd like to see guys that do all the drills correctly.
6'5".
Whether it's the bench press, locking out, whether it's a short shuttle or a 3-cone where you bend and touch the line. You know, the guys that do it correctly generally have a better, faster time because they're doing the drill the way it was designed to do.
We right back over here. You need to put your other cleats on for drill work, position work now, right?
John with the Jaguars going to put you through bags and stuff like that. Just, you know, all the stuff you've been practicing. Just movement stuff, opening up, turning and running.
Sir.
You know, Will always says it's our job to find players. You know, we're employed here to find good football players, not discount them. So, you know, we're preached and we practice pretty hard on, you know, making sure we get eyes on every player and are paying attention to every group and just, you know, making sure we're diligent in that way.
No, he's a ball player. Like, he's like, everything you just said, like, make it intangibles. Like, this kid's gonna do everything on planet Earth correct. Your coach is gonna fall in love with him, and your special teams coach is gonna not let you cut him.
You go from one spot to the next, you already know who's going to be running the position drills, and you know, it just makes for an easier day. You get your information, you get out, and you're back on the road to the next spot in a lot of cases.
All right, boys. That's a wrap.
Very interesting what goes on behind the scenes at Pro Days, but wait until you see what we have next. A month in the life of a Cowboys area scout, when the Dallas Cowboys Draft Special continues in a moment.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T, official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
We go vlogging on this segment of the 2022 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford. Cowboys area scout Eric Ellingworth on the road, a month in the life of a Cowboys scout.
Hey, what's up, guys? Eric Ellingworth here. I'm the Upper Midwest scout for the Dallas Cowboys. Excited to kind of take you on a journey here throughout the month of March as I travel to a bunch of different pro days up here in the Midwest. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to kind of take you on that journey, give you a little bit of a glimpse at what life's like on the road as a college scout for the Cowboys. Just finished up Wisconsin's Pro Day. About to get on the road, get some lunch, and then head to Champaign, catch Illinois. Hey guys, you know what's cool? NFL football. You know what's even cooler? The Dallas Cowboys. You know what's not cool? Traffic. Stop and go traffic. I am going nowhere fast, people. Nowhere fast at all. Good morning, guys. I'm here in Minneapolis, Minnesota here. No pro days on the schedule, no pro days on the agenda today. I just get a full day here to knock out some film, really kind of finalize some reports on some guys. You know, they're long days on the road. You know, sometimes you kind of get sick of living out of a suitcase and going from hotel to hotel, but you know, when it's March, you're like, man, it's just 1 month away till showtime. So it's an exciting time for sure. Back in DFW, I'm back in my apartment right now, about to watch some film on some of the pro days I attended. Things are due in a couple days. Draft meetings are next week. The hay's in the barn. It's an exciting time, and shoot, the draft is right around the corner, and I'm just excited to see which players we're going to put a star on their helmet. So here we go. Let's do it.
And we are now joined by Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. We talk about the process of the whole draft, and there's so much work that goes into it. We've been on the road with an area scout. We've gone to pro days, the combine and everything, getting a behind-the-scenes look. It really is amazing how much work goes into this, isn't it?
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, if you go all the way back to, you know, the beginning of the year, especially knowing this class was going to be, you know, significantly large, probably the largest in the history, as far as the number of players graded, you know, just with the pandemic and, I mean, the portal, I mean, just all the different factors that they go into. I mean, you're grading players that are 20 years old all the way up to 25 years old. So it's a different year, but the volume was incredible. And I just can't say enough about our personnel department. There's so much work that goes into that, both, you know, obviously in-house, but, you know, a special thank you to the men that hit the road. You know, I think that, you know, the guys that are out there, you know, on the road and you know, getting the first-hand looks, you know, really having the information right, and then from my personal perspective, the chance to go to the pro days and really see these scouts operate in their area, just so impressed. So I mean, thankful for all the great work, but you know, now it's the time to watch it come together, and hopefully we get blessed with some lady luck and we get the guys that we want.
And from your perspective, being out at the pro days and everything, and when you get back here in the meeting rooms, when you've had hands-on experience seeing these guys, that really helps, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. I think it's like anything. When you're there in person, you know, and been in the league a long time, and you know, there's other relationships, and you know, and frankly, you know, being on the road with another coach, or being on the road with Will, you know, just the time that you get to spend just in transportation alone, the extra conversations, those are all so important. But the most important is to see these players in their environment, to see them interact, and also, you know, you get better information being there in person. So I think going to the pro days the last 2 years, I know for me personally, has been very beneficial.
And you take it up to draft day, and a local product gets selected number 1 out of North Crowley High School. Tyler Smith, the offensive tackle from Tulsa University. It's a great feeling when you see these kids' dreams get realized on draft day.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, it's such a big day for all these young men, and now Tyler's, his opportunity to play for his hometown team. I mean, just to grow up in Fort Worth, be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. So obviously a very special moment. Obviously a great opportunity for him, but he's an excellent addition to our offensive line room.
So what are we getting at Tyler Smith?
Well, we're getting a young, talented offensive lineman that's a great fit for us, but it gives you position flex, and and I think some of the things he doesn't have in place from a fundamentals and technique standpoint, to me, even makes it more exciting because we can really start from the ground zero, which you would with all these guys, and just build his menu of footwork and hand placement and those types of things. And I think this young man has a very, very bright future in front of him.
It has position flexibility there, so how will you work it as far as getting him reps at both left tackle and left guard?
Well, he'll be a left side player, and that's I think that's the best thing, not only for him, but it's the best thing for our offensive line. So I mean, he'll be able to work both at the left guard position and the left tackle. I think with Tyron, where he is in his career, even if this didn't happen, we'd still be repping Tyron probably in the 40-45% range, and then obviously the opportunity to have to compete with Connor at left guard. So he'll have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun seeing these rookies from this draft class get infiltrated into the room here at the Star. We appreciate it. Head coach Mike McCarthy, and we continue with the draft special in just a moment as we take a look at 30 visits and Dallas Day behind the scenes here at the Star. The road to draft weekend continues now here on the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys draft special presented by Ford. We've seen what the Cowboys coaches and scouts have done on the road. Now it's time for those prospects to head to the Star in Frisco. It's 30 visits and Dallas Day.
All right, hey, man, the 11 or 12 guys that are going to run the 40s, head down there. We'll start down at that end. Everybody else, get with your position coach. Okay? All right, let's break it up, Let's go 40s down here. Go. Work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Work! Yep.
Load at the end. Now
go! Go!
Yes, now you got it. Wait, Andy, sit.
Move. Get your shoulders back, nice and balanced.
Go! Run, lead. Run.
The metro areas of all the cities, you can work out anyone who goes to school in the metro area or went to high school in the metro area. Fortunately for us being in the DFW area, we'll have 15 to 20 draftable prospects that are from Dallas.
Get to Dallas Day, like you get measured. It's like almost combine-ish, and then you get coached up by our coaching staff, and then they do drills and they compete with each other a little bit.
All right, man. One of our owners here has got a few words for you, okay? All right, let's give it up for Stephen Jones. Hey, come on, Steve!
It's a special time in your life. Enjoy every bit of it. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. But welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Absolutely.
They're working out at the Dallas Day. For the 30 visit, it's like, I guess it's more personal.
So every year leading up to the draft, we're allowed to bring in 30 players from anywhere over the country to bring them to our facility under the guise of having a physical. Obviously, they can meet with the coaching staff, meet with ownership, scouting group. It's an unbelievably great opportunity for us to get them in our environment, show them a little bit about the Cowboys facility, about what we do and how we work here.
Is it a good visit?
Yes, sir. We're on that tally time.
You a wrestler?
Wrestler?
Yeah.
I didn't wrestle. I played golf in high school.
Did you play golf?
How would we call this formation?
Just off of that play, he would have a comeback at the top. This dude would have a post at the bottom, and I have an overall.
How you doing?
I think every time I touch the ball, I have an opportunity to make a play.
A crucial thing with these guys coming from the college to the pro level is how they can handle the volume of the playbook, how they learn. So a lot of times the guys that we have some question marks on will be guys that we like to bring in here so they can spend more time with our coaches.
What up? Get out of your way, man. I'm Kellen. Partner. Yeah. Come on, here. Tell me about the day. Tell me about last night.
Well, last night I didn't get any sleep. I was ready to get back up here.
Yeah, I was too.
They said, what'd you do on punt?
Gunner.
You were a gunner? Okay.
Yeah, punt return, I was corner and sometimes on return.
Really? She has return tape. All right, man.
Outside leverage defender. He's attacking this way.
Well, most important, do you like your tackles small and quick? What? That's Cyrus Smith. Now let's
All right, so this is a 4 down.
What's the fast stand for?
All right, so this means it's coming from the field, 4 letters.
Yeah.
So it's out of a 4 down. Dog is just saying that it's our cover 3 pressure.
Yeah.
Our 3 technique goes away from the pressure. So we're gonna set this river. 3 technique is gonna be to the right.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of the whole goal, is say who I'm playing, and then how am I going to attack them, and then kind of what are the looks to go. And so we can just take all the other out and try to make the game easy. When you got not easy, it's going to be hard. Less stuff to think about.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How you doing? I'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Yes, sir. I would say it's a lot like recruiting from the standpoint of if it was recruiting, I think we would have got a lot of commitments. They love the facility. When they come in, that's one of the first things they say. I mean, and some of these players come from programs that have great facilities, but when they come here, to see their eyes light up the way they do is really cool.
This is how I feel again. Like every school I went to, I wanted to go there and commit. And I feel like this is the place for me.
So the hay's in the barn. All the visits are over. What do the Cowboys coaches and scouts think about these prospects? We head inside a draft meeting room when we come back on the Draft Special.
This segment is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Everyone's done something that deserves a one-of-a-kind Dr. Pepper.
Welcome back to the 2022 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford. Bill Jones here inside the Globe Life Studios at the Star in Frisco. We head down the hallway into a draft meeting, and let's hear what the Cowboys coaches and scouts thought about these wide receiver prospects in this draft.
We are moving to the wide receivers.
First guy up from Ohio State, number 5, Garrett Wilson.
Lofted to the end zone, high throw, caught, Wilson, touchdown, Ohio State.
I thought this guy was the best route runner in this whole group. This guy separates better than any other.
Confident hands. The ball come and he'll just pluck it and contort his body to make the contested catch.
This guy like CeeDee Lamb, the way he contort his body, drop his weight. He's got elite juice.
Very good work ethic, detail-oriented, very coachable, not a diva at all.
He's a gifted route runner. He's got natural hands and elite body control. In the day, he's a playmaker on all 3 levels. He's a dog with the ball in his hands.
Launches downfield and a diving catch is made.
All right, next guy up is Treylon Burks from Arkansas.
Deep ball from Jefferson. Got him in stride. On the way is Burks. It's a touchdown, Arkansas.
This kid is a powerful, explosive accelerator. He's a big play machine. They move him all over the place. He plays in the backfield, he plays in the slot, plays outside. I think he's a matchup nightmare for defenses.
I think he plays instinctively. He's got a good feel for the game. Really physical with the ball in his hands.
I just love how time-finance he attacks the football. He swallows it. I think he can beat you at all 3 levels.
Big play receiver against SEC competition. He led the SEC with 22 plays of 20-plus yards, so get the ball in his hands, all those things.
Not a burner, but made plays down the field with his large catching radius. Has some run after catch ability. He had the one where he caught it and pulled away from those guys from Alabama. Very impressive.
Got it complete to Burks. Burks on the run. Treylon Burks, can he make it? All the way, he can. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Next is Chris Olave from Ohio State, number 2.
Tries to bait the defense. Throws end zone. Touchdown, Olave.
A smooth, high-level technician. He's got natural hands and playmaking ability.
This kid's special as a vertical player. He can press and stretch the field. He's got explosiveness, and he's a really good route runner. He's polished. The ball skills are really impressive. This kid has a bigger radius and he's measurable to be wide.
Explosive outside receiver, can play all over. I think he's got a really high floor. Coming in, he can come in and play right away.
When I got a chance to meet with him and do the insult test, it was one of the most impressive ones. Not only did he get 100%, but the details of like the coaching points that I talked about in the meeting, the best test I've seen since Chris Godwin.
The room was like crazy impressive. I've never seen it like that. I don't think I can test how good he did.
Launches for the end zone, coming back, caught for a touchdown by Olave.
In all, there were 6 wide receivers taken in the first 18 picks of this draft. Cowboys got their wide receiver in the 3rd round, Jalen Tolbert out of South Alabama. And up next here on the draft special, we hear from the 1st round draft pick in studio, Tyler Smith out of Tulsa and North Crowley High School.
This segment was brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Everyone's done something that deserves a one-of-a-kind Dr. Pepper. This segment is brought to you by Ford. Built for Texas, built for you.
The 2022 Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special presented by Ford continues now. Bill Jones now joined by the 1st round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys, the pride of North Crowley High School and Tulsa University, Tyler Smith. Welcome, Tyler. We appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you having me. How are you doing?
All right, you're making the grand tour of the Star. What do you think of this place?
Man, it exceeded my expectations. I had been one time just on like a little business visit, but like getting to tour the whole facility, like it's probably the best in the nation. It is the best in the nation.
There you go. You're saying all the right things. All right, take me back to Thursday night. Okay, you're sitting there. Were you at home?
So 5 a.m., I woke up at 5 a.m. to fly back from Vegas because they're having an NFLPA event. So we go home and we see the first 10 picks. I saw the first 10 picks from my apartment. Like the watch party we were having was at an Airbnb, and my agent calls me. He's like, "You need to hurry, like, because you don't want to get drafted in the car." So we're speeding over there, but following the speed limit to get over there as fast as possible. We ended up getting over there, and we're just we're sitting in anticipation. I saw what pick 19 was. I knew I could possibly be the next man up on the board, and I see the Dallas Cowboys. They're on the clock. I see the pick is in. I see the star pop up on my phone. I'm just in shock at this point. There's a TV delay. Like you don't see it on your phone until you see it on your phone. So I pick up the phone. Coach Jerry is on there. And it was just crazy. It was a surreal moment. For me, my family, it was just the realization of a lot of hard work. So the journey continues.
Has it hit you yet that you're a Dallas Cowboy playing for your hometown team?
Man, as I've been here, it's kind of hitting me more. I woke up last night, literally almost in a sweat. I was like, man, was that real? And I checked my phone. I look at my bio again. I'm like, yeah, this is a Dallas Cowboy right there. So it's man, it's an honor. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm extremely in a blessed position because not everybody gets to do this, and not everybody gets to do it for their hometown. So just to see things come full circle is surreal to me, and it's truly a blessing.
Well, tell Cowboys fans what they're getting in Tyler Smith.
Man, y'all are getting everything. I promise you. At the end of the day, my goal is to bring home a Super Bowl. My goal is to become the best player I could possibly be. Contribute to this great organization. There are so many guys here who are some of the best vets in the league. I seek to learn from them, emulate their game, take parts of their game and incorporate it into mine so we can continue trending the right way. And, when it's all said and done, I hope we have as many Super Bowl trophies added as we did when I came in here, if not more. So.
I know that the Cowboys have drafted players who have played at AT&T Stadium in high school before.
Yes, sir.
I don't know that they've drafted players who have played Pee-wee football games at AT&T Stadium before, but
yes,
you have.
Yes, sir, I did. So I played tournament football when I was 12 or 13, and we came out here for a game, me and my teammate Scooby, I remember. And so we were hopping in the Red Salvation Army thing, we were all hopping
just like
in.
Zeke.
Yeah, just like Zeke, but we didn't get fined for it. Thank God. But we were hopping in there, we were playing around. It was just it was surreal to be in there at the time because it was brand new. And as a kid, like you never think, one day I could play here. Like, that was the goal, but like just for it to, come full circle, it's just like crazy when I go back and think about those times as a kid. I was just playing tournament football.
So who's your all-time favorite Cowboy player?
All-time favorite, it's got to be Larry Allen. Like, Tyron Smith, like current generation Tyron Smith right now. But Larry Allen, like he's a legend. Like, the things he did at Sonoma State, the adversity he went through growing up, and, seeing the Hall of Fame career he had, the way he played, like, I see so many of the same things he does in myself, and I want to do him just as good as him one day, if not better. Like, those are some steep shoes to fill, but it's an honor to wear the number 73. I hope I can contribute to the program the same way.
Did you personally request 73?
I did personally request it. They told me, O-lineman, you got to wear anything from in the 70. We got to be 70 numbers. I saw 73 and I was like, it's only right. It's only right.
So what do you think of Tyler Smith maybe lining up as a rookie at left guard alongside perennial Pro Bowler Tyron Smith at left tackle? What do you think of that?
Man, that's crazy. Like I said, man, it's surreal for me. A lot of my teammates throughout the draft process, they were like, you go to the Cowboys, you're gonna be playing next to him, and y'all. He said, that's like, he said, y'all could be related. I said, I don't know about that, but man, like just to be able to learn from him, be able to play next to him, like it's just, it's surreal for me. Like it's truly an honor. Like, that's a vet, and I hope to, learn from him and incorporate things in this game into my own.
You've talked about what Larry Allen had to overcome in order to realize his dreams. What are some of the things you've had to overcome to get to this point?
Man, in high school, I had my procedure, man, and a lot of college teams, they kind of lost interest. They didn't believe the same way I did, and just working back from that and like getting even better than I was like before, just like it revitalized my love for the grind, like my love, to shine through adversity and just to be standing here before you, like. It's just a testament to what, the man above could do for you, like if you're willing to do for yourself. And, I tell any other kid out there, if they want to sit here, like you can do it. Like, I know a lot of kids go through adversity. A lot of them will have things outside of their control happen, but, you can achieve anything you want to if you put forward a great body of work. I truly believe that.
And what's your goal, your rookie year?
Goal rookie year. I just want to contribute to the team, man. I love to start. I love to play, but first and foremost, I need to. I want to learn. I want to get better, and I want to contribute. So that's kind of what I'm looking for this rookie year.
All right. We appreciate it. Good luck to you. It's great to have you here. You're fitting in just fine here at the Star and Frisco.
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Tyler Smith, the first-round draft pick of the Cowboys, and we take a look at the rest of the Cowboys draft when we come back in a moment here on the Draft Special.
This segment was brought to you by Ford. Built for Texas, built for you.
He's the right kind of guy. He's going to be the guy we're going to have to kick out of the building. That's how hard he's going to want to work.
You think you can put a star on that helmet?
Yes, sir, I am.
You sure can. You just had your position coach really get up and reiterate to everybody in this room what a top person you are to work with and be on the team with. So I'm glad to be on your team.
What's up, Coach?
Hey, you ready to go?
I am.
That's awesome. Hey, we're so excited to have you here.
All right, we're going to tail off, have fun with Dak. You're going to do something special here, okay? I'm going to give you the RP.
Hey, we knew this day was coming, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
I knew when we left the building that this was going to happen, that you were our guy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Good job.
Yes, good job.
I feel something good happening this year. You're living right.
We've talked a lot about wide receivers here on the Cowboys Draft Special. On the second night of the draft, Cowboys got their wide receiver in the third round, Jalen Tolbert of South Alabama. He had 82 catches, 8 touchdowns last season, a late bloomer who new wide receiver coach Robert Prince is very excited about.
Look at it.
Yep. That's good.
Friday night began with the Cowboys filling another big need. Of course, Randy Gregory left in free agency, but the Cowboys think they found his replacement in the second round.
Man, I'm gonna cry. I don't cry. I'm not a crying dude, but I feel like I'll cry because, like, I mean, who wouldn't want to be here? If you've seen what I've seen, you want to be here. That's all I got to say. That's all I would say. I mean, I wish we could have a choice to pick. That's all I can say. Like, hey, I wish we just had a choice to pick. So, I mean, anywhere is a blessing, but, like, if I had a choice, yeah.
Edge rusher Sam Williams of Ole Miss, 6'4", 261 pounds, 4.46 speed, 12.5 sacks last season. Williams visited the Star this month. Here are all the Cowboys draft picks. On Saturday, the Cowboys take tight end Jake Ferguson, tackle Matt Waletzko, cornerback Deron Bland, linebacker Damone Clark, defensive tackle John Ridgway, and linebacker Devin Harper. So mission accomplished. The Cowboys draft is now over. The offseason now resumes. We'd like to thank Will McClay and his entire staff for providing us exclusive access for all that great behind-the-scenes footage you saw over the course of the last hour. A reminder, the NFL schedule will be released on Thursday, May 12th. Thanks for joining us for the Miller Lite Dallas Cowboys Draft Special, presented by Ford.
The 2022 Dallas Cowboys Miller Lite Draft Special, presented by Ford, was brought to you by AT&T. AT&T is the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Ford, built for Texas, built for you. And by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.